Let's see, how does the... Oh, wow. Good morning, folks. I have a lot of texture to my voice this morning. But we are here, and we are going to play some Genshin Impact this morning. We might do it fairly silently. But if I end up needing to be silent, I can certainly pause and type to y'all. Or who knows, maybe y'all will be like, wow, this voice was so interesting. You should be sick all the time. And if that's the case, sure. I do not feel this bad. The only thing that's difficult is, for the most part, is talking. Although, I guess yesterday I had this issue and I definitely felt totally fine when I'd been sitting for a while and then didn't feel fine earlier in the day when I had to move around a bunch. So, we'll see. But we are going to go ahead and get started. I think this is one of the few times in which I have been like super ready to go exactly when I said I was going to. Good morning, Nini Pion. Welcome back to my stream. I was just saying I don't feel as bad as I sound, but I own that I probably sound really bad. So we're gonna play. We are gonna work on continuing to get to adventure rank 18. That's kind of what I was wondering. Like I was like, is it I can tell it has a lot of texture. I didn't listen to a playback recording of it, but it's possible that it just sounds like a really interesting voice. So, unfortunately, not one that I can replicate if I'm not sick, because I can tell there's like something different vibrating or not vibrating in my throat. Turn the audio down a little bit, otherwise I suspect it will backfeed through my mic. Still want to hear it. We're gonna do the first thing. Yeah, that's fair. We're gonna grab, just clean up all these alerts real quick. I kind of like the stars, which is probably unsurprising to anyone who's looked at my username. Some of these are very pretty. Oh, how do I level up my friendship? Okay. I think the thing I notice about illness or injury is like sometimes it just feels interesting, like even when it hurts. Not like when it hurts like excruciatingly, but just like a tiny bit. I know that like if something hurts in my hand, I'll like just kind of move my fingers and I don't know, you can actually feel like the details of the mechanics of your hand when it's sore, and that can be kind of interesting. That's good, Songvale. I feel like this is about the worst I ever sound. I like these costumes. They're cute. Once I get my teapot. Okay. Oh, do I like have snacks with them? And that's how I raise my friendship. Give me stuff. Thank you for stuff. All right. So yay, Songvale. Thank you for using your Prime subscription. I'm not playing daily like the event wants me to. I want to go in, I think. I don't know. I can't tell why I want to go in to the performance job today or tomorrow. But also, sitting here right now, I'm like, oh, why didn't I do this all day yesterday? Are we, like, is the teapot just, like, the icon for it? Or do we, like, canonically have a home that, like, magically exists inside a teapot? I love both ideas, to be honest. Okay, I gotta figure out what my quests are here. Oh, hey! Is this the character I got? Is the maid? That's cool. I admit that, like, as much as I also want, you know, like, land with a house on it, there is something kind of appealing in, like, the Newt Scamander having a suitcase that you can just, like, put somewhere safe and then go inside and have a whole resident inside. Yeah, that's good. This game is so pretty. I love the style of this game. That's true, yeah. Funvale. I definitely could just set the suitcase down in undeveloped land. No, okay, this is not the character I got, but that's fine. Oh, should I be reading this? Okay, I'm gonna take a poll. Should I limit the use of my voice? I feel like it's almost getting better the more I talk. I do have a heat pad on the back of my shoulders in hopes to, like, help loosen things up a little bit. It doesn't hurt. I do feel like the more I talk, ooh, that helped. That's better. It's a lot louder now. Maybe it will help to talk. I guess I'll try it. And if I start coughing, I'll stop. But I'm nowhere near as powerful as Jean. I think it's better for me to focus on technique rather than power. For example, I was thinking about how to break all these wooden dummies in one fell swoop. They're a lot more robust than they look, and it's no trivial task. I don't know where my father managed to get them from, but he must have gone to a lot of effort.
Huh. How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
That's rude.
Jean's sword fighting is so much.
Okay, that didn't work. Oh, okay. Indie Pianist told me to just do this. Is burst Y or right? I think right trigger on this is just a shield. So, like, I don't remember how to charge up the burst, though. Do I just... I think I actually have to put
things. Shame. Didn't manage... Huh. How can I smash all these training dummies at once? So that's how to do it.
Oh, okay, great.
I'm impressed.
I thought I would have had to break this one, too, but I guess that works. Nailed it. Huh. I never even thought of trying that. Yeah, I did the exact opposite of what she said she wants to be able to do. There was no technique there. There was just immense strength. Thanks. I'm gonna try it myself now. Yeah, I guess the tip I gave her was get good. Great.
Gale Blade! Oh, it seems I can't do it.
Alright. Let's see what other quests we have today. So I have 2 things to defeat hilly churls and 1 to talk to them. So that's not gonna be great. Maybe when she tries to talk to them, she will find out that you don't get to socialize with them. We'll see. Let's go. I do think I'm beginning to understand the structure of this game. Like, remembering that it's a mobile game first. That I'm like, I don't know how to level up. But, like, it's signing in, like, every day to do a few quests, and then you progress. So I think that's what the issue is. I keep sitting down to, like, play it for several hours to try and get farther. But it probably would be better if I just put in, like, an hour or 2 a day. So I will try to remember that. We'll see. If she's into linguistics, she might have stuff to say that I think is... I like hearing about language. Testing. Hey! Alright, no, actually talking might be the thing to do. I feel like after I talk for a while, I have to clear my throat, and then every time I've done it so far, my voice has become more normal. So, that's good. I'm assuming y'all feel the same way. I feel like it's almost normal right now. There's just a little bit more texture on it. Well, now I'm very glad I didn't cancel stream. I mean, I wanted to play anyway, so I was like, well, if I just have to play, like, in silence, I will. I just feel like playing video games this morning, and I wanted to... Gosh, wow. Wow. I don't know if I, like, have loads to say about it, besides wow. I think... this game has a really great distance filter on it. Or maybe it doesn't distance filter at all. I feel like here there maybe is some kind of like fading out happening. But I think one of the things that makes this game look really cool is it has the right amount of like stylized detail to begin with. But then like that detail's not really going away. When you're like, you can still see individual bricks or roof tiles on stuff that's far away here. And, like, it's just harder to see because it's all much smaller, but the texture is still there. And I think that's part of what makes this game look really freaking awesome. Also, the lighting engine is just peak. The music is very soothing. Oh, she's small. Traveler! Here! Over here! Don't startle those hilly churls over there. Why are you always running off into hilly churl camps? Forget it. It's not important. I've been researching hilly churl land for some time, but I'd much rather get in some actual speaking practice than constantly going over books. I finally stumbled across a whole hilly churl camp. I cannot let this opportunity pass me by. Is it a bad time to tell you that I have 2 other quests today to kill them? So, Traveler, can you go with me into the camp and help me find a hilly churl to practice with? I mean, I definitely am not going to tell her to go by herself. Wait, no, my word. Just who exactly taught you to go bashing hilly churls around like that? Let's compose ourselves, go over there together, and politely introduce ourselves. Okay. I don't feel like this is gonna go good. It's weird that they're not attacking me. Thankfully, there's one awake right now. This is him. Let's go over and say hi. Be careful, though. It would be rude of us to wake the others. We don't want them thinking we're storming into their camp to attack them. There's absolutely no way they would talk to us then. Alright. Congo says, imagine, though, if it does, then you still have 2 quests to kill them. I mean, that would be emotionally difficult. Yeah, poo-poo, dada mosi. Lama yo badada. Dala beruyo. Hundala muhe, puta. Hundala gusha. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Nada ya poo-poo. Movo untenye kuta. Mi dada tiga mi tono. Oh, I think he understood me. He seems to be taking out something to show us. Oh no. It's a weapon! Traveler, help me! Yeah, honestly, I noticed partway through that I was like, wow, that was really easy to make that noise.
Go, Barrett Bunny!
Apparently that... I found my calling, you guys. I gotta voice act the Haley Jones. They can call me, but only when I'm sick.
Bet you can't keep up with me!
There's another ending to this quest where things do work out in the Hilly Trailland. What changes, like, or what influences which one happens? Is it just that I've killed too many of them already? Like, I didn't mean to be. Oops.
Not so hard!
My bad. I mean, my bad to myself, I guess.
Bet you can't keep up with me!
I didn't, like, want to destroy her dreams. Good thing you were here. Otherwise, I have no idea what would have happened to me. I don't think I said anything wrong. Maybe my pronunciation was off? Guess I better hit the books again and do some more research before trying again. Maybe the other ending is just, like, another quest where she gets better. Songville says, Ella, I have an idea what would have happened to you. Yeah, I admit. I also have an idea about what might have happened to her. Alright, that one's right there. That one's right there. Where are we? Oh, they're in opposite directions. Okay. Well, let's go to the other one, because it's farther from Mondstadt. Seems like there's a different quest where they exchange poetry and you have 2 line options and one gives a good end. Okay. Well, it feels like she's gonna go study more. So maybe on another day I will get an additional quest. and things will go better. I don't have this character in my party anymore, but I could shoot this one. Oh, we have 1, 2, 3. Is there more? Okay, no, I'm supposed to use my first X many party members. Okay, I'll have to remember how to switch party members then, okay.
Don't get frostbite.
I think it's in the menu. Momentarily switch her for...
Oh, you're taking me out?
Honestly, you're dangerous and probably need to be put on form of something. So, while I love your design, you scare me, and I'm banishing you again.
As you wish.
I needed her purple magic for this tower. Songil knows what's up.
A little dusty. Best give
I
it
need
a
to
spring
find a way
cleaning.
to put my chats in my VODs. I'm not reading everyone's messages out loud. Which, I'm not, like, against it, I'm just bad at doing it. I mean... I feel like my voice is starting to get less good again. Oh, now we're gonna be shot at.
Go get Barret Buddy! Let it rain!
Hi Keith, good morning! I apologize, I'm a little bit sick today, so I sound kind of funky, but... But we are... Oh, we're trying to die anyway.
Bet you can't keep up with me! I'll race you there!
Cool it.
Are you excited to get that extra time off, Keith? Is it like a holiday allowance type of thing?
What's the hurry?
Pion said that she wanted to write some Hilly languages for fun, but when Googling it, she found out that they actually already went deep with
Dodge
making it.
this.
Conlangs are awesome. I went and saw the new Avatar movie, and I enjoyed that, and it reminded me of my attempt to actually learn Navi at one point.
No escape!
The World of Warcraft that me and Songvale play, we have tried creating and have created a number of like words and basic understandings about some different things about the elf group we play, like their language of Thalassian. Oh my god, alright, bye. Pose, nice. Well, congratulations, welcome to your break. Hope you're enjoying it.
I'll catch up. As a dutiful maid would. Leave it all to me.
I feel like he keeps healing, and I'm not totally sure what is. Oh, it's the rain. Alright, we gotta kill the healer. Kill the healer, always step one, which is unfortunate for you, friend, as you are generally the healer. Alright. Now we shall be victorious.
Steady as stone.
Well, welcome. Do you do anything you're excited to talk about, Keith, for Christmas or Christmas Eve? Graveyard habitation. Bad, but kind of funny. Oh. Alright. Just leave me alone.
Bet you
If
can't
you might
keep up
be
with
so
me.
kind.
I'll race you there.
Thank you. Help us talk to them. Yeah, I don't think we should bring a child into this situation. This seems very dangerous.
Hey!
Oh, I forgot that I could use the taunt thing.
Get him!
Almost ran right into that. Yes.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Thinking about Nini Pion telling me that I really need to switch characters more often. Oopsie. Oh, okay. Well, now we can be better about switching characters more often.
Wind blade.
I must leave no stone unturned.
I mean, that one chef, Nini Pion, did think that slime was completely delicious.
Freeze.
So it is entirely possible that they were eating this stuff.
Bet you can't keep up with me. No one escapes my sights.
We've achieved something. Also, my voice is definitely getting better. I do feel like there is a slight sharpness in my throat now, but it's very, very minor. I am gonna go back to the chat for just a second and make sure I didn't miss any miss. Oh wow. Okay. Well, I have my voice, but I'm losing my mind. So great. Finish Christmas shopping with him. Finish my mop dailies for now. I need to do more time in Mists of Pandaria. Maybe tomorrow for Wednesday. We will try to do more Jade Forest.
Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
Nitty Pion says they're eating the slime or using it to boil water. I addressed that. League. He says the only game that he's a healer on is the only PvP play, which is League, and I haven't played it in a while. I tried League for like 4 hours one afternoon, and I feel like there was, and this was close to 10 years ago, and I feel like there was stuff about it that was interesting to me, but I did not like how every game you, like, started over. I definitely like linear, like, character progress, RPG style. Probably is why it's like, I were like, WoW and Genshin Impact and stuff like that. And also, I admit that I have met 2 people in my life that play League, like in real life, and both of them were some of the most unpleasant people I've ever met. Like, they fit the stereotype so well that also, as somebody who really likes to socialize over my games, definitely made me think, this game's probably not for me. Songbell says, never tried League, but have done healing
I feel like running.
Heroes of the Storm, and generally found myself more successful at that than in PvP healing in WoW. So maybe if she healed MOBAs, she didn't have at the graveyard. Yes, maybe. Maybe that is the secret to getting into more gaming for you, Songbell, is trying a new genre. Although, I feel like it's kind of like me and, like, wanting to do group content in World of Warcraft. Like, the trick will be finding the group of people you actually want to spend time with. Keith says that support in MOBAs is fun, to him at least. League is way more fun with people for sure. I get real tired with randos. Yeah. Yeah. And I think I would be in the same boat. Because I just am not super interested in dealing with any form of what's the word I want? Aggressive negativity? Like, I struggle at this point to marshal my own attention enough to be able to deal with people who are choosing to play a game that, like, they seem to just be in a really bad mental headspace about. Like, they are not having fun. And, like, I don't mean, like, not wanting to win, because I like to play to win, too. But it seems like they are only experiencing negative feelings while attempting to play. Oh, you're not a healer.
Bet
you're
you
just
can't keep up with me.
shooting. Okay. Where's the charging dude? There's the charging dude. Okay.
Leave it all to me.
I notice with her shield, I can just ignore most of what's going on. That is convenient.
Time to clean up.
Don't get frostbite. Cool it.
No escape.
Dodge this. Don't push your luck.
I'm trying to just stay in it rather than run around as much, and I admit I am hit more than I want to.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Nindy Pion says that sound was ominous, indeed. Oopsie. Oopsie.
I missed a spot.
Yes, you did.
Go, go, Barret Bunny.
A lot of what the streamer said with Mop when he plays League with just 4 viewers, which helps avoid toxic attitudes, although I think anything depends on the people, yes. Let me make sure I just got that right. A lot of what the streamer I raid Mop with does when he plays League is just play with 4 viewers, which helps avoid the... yeah. Yeah, that's fair, to, like, kind of get to pick your party. Alright, I think we have achieved quests for today. We have. Let us go claim some rewards. Oh, right, we have to go to, back to Mondstadt, and then we can... and then we can do that. Alright, we got another voice clear. Alright, it's not really continuing to get better. I feel like it is, like... does it sound sick, or does it just sound like my voice? If you didn't know what I sounded like, I feel like this could just be my voice. A little bit. Every so often there's a gurgle. That's good. Yeah, I don't feel like my throat feels normal. But I'm glad to hear that it sounds pretty normal. Maybe I will try to go and assist. Is it drinking my coffee? Here, I'll have some coffee. Thank you for confirming the voice sounds pretty normal. Alright, I've had a few sips of coffee. And I will also have some water. Let's test. Ooh, yeah, actually. The fish is missing? I don't know why the fish would be missing. Because I'm not on Solstice this time. I'm on Windblade, my laptop, where it's all configured. That's so sad. I'll have to look at it. I don't know.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Is she like an automaton? Like a robot?
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
18, we can do a story quest. Let us continue. She seems like an automaton. Thank you for confirming, Nindipion. Alright, I used the Holy Lyre de Himmel to summon Storm Terror, only to be prevented from saving it due to the interference of the Abyss Order. But I haven't given up yet, and Diluc has been swiftly able to obtain a new lead. Alright, let us go to where we are supposed to go. Built by the Fatui. Oh. Now are the quests she gives us actually serving their interests? Are we remiss to be helping do things that she wants us to do? Is the Adventurers Guild in on it? Are they the baddies? Oh my goodness. Alright. The plot will get thicker in this game, is what I'm understanding right now. Pion says, I don't know if there's answers to it, but I've thought the same thing. Well, that is the imagination scaffolding that, in my opinion, good stories in video games often do. Where it's not a plot hole, like, they leave room for you to interact with the story. Like, there are times where things just contradict, and it just seems very odd, and I can understand where, like, that's a major issue on the part of the storytellers. But I also think there's a lot of value in leaving room for people to participate in, like, creating the story or experiencing the world, where, like, the author or curator or devs or whatever the appropriate word is for the medium. Like, they start it, but ooh, is that a city up there? But they leave room so that those who are experiencing the art form add something of their own to it too. They're not just passively receiving it. I think that really, I don't know, enhances a lot. I am not sure how to get up there. I'm guessing I have to glide from above. We'll have to do that as a... Songville says she thinks that's especially important in sci-fi and fantasy because it's never going to be possible for the devs or writers to create a world as fully intricate as the real one. You have to leave rooms for things that haven't been shown or explained to exist, else the world will just feel small and artificial. Yes, good point too. In that regard, I wonder if, like, part of the thing to do is, like, to almost wall off portions of your lore that you just resolve to not talk more about. Because of the reality that, like, we experience in World of Warcraft, where, like, they will not add lore to, like, a specific area or group for a decade. And then they'll come back later and they'll add lore. But the problem with that is that it contradicts, like, headcanons that people have built up over the course of a decade and done a bunch of storytelling around, and then they're broken out of the story because the world they were connecting with is no longer, like, compatible with the canon one. And so I wonder, thinking about it, if, like, that would be the thing to do, like, intentionally leave certain things where you just commit. Interesting. Radiant spin crystal. That's very pretty. I want one of those in real life. Nipion says, I love when devs add lore that's based on fan ideas. That's for the teapot. Okay. So, on fan ideas, one of the things I'm thinking about is in World of Warcraft, there is a group that experienced the thing I'm talking about, where there is a specific race called the Draenei. They're, like, space goat alien people that are, like, super religious, but also, like, very colorful, and for thousands of years they've been chased across the cosmos by demons, basically. And they didn't get very much lore for a very long period of time. But there was a roleplay group that had basically, like, sumo wrestling. I forget what Jedhin. That's what it was called. Jedhin. Or Jedhin. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. That they had come up with, and they did this as, like, a regular role-playing event on one of the major roleplay servers for the United States for World of Warcraft. And in a patch where they started giving lore to that race again, they actually added, like, a daily quest where the quest is to actually do Jedhin. Like, they put mechanics in the game, so, like, you're wrestling other NPCs. And it was so cool to see that, because it was a canonization of, like, a major roleplay event, which was really neat. So I do like it when they do that, and I feel like that might be the answer, especially if there grows up to be a significant community around something you haven't developed. If you're going to develop that, then try to look at what they're doing. But it's still difficult when it's like, somebody might have really, really meaningful storytelling and world building that they've done around a group, but if they're not famous in some way, like, there's no way for the company to know. Or there might be different groups that have, like, things that are against each other, and, like, there's no way that you could canonize both or something like that. That, like, also makes it really difficult. Keith says the globe in Halls of Lightning was a mistake with all the continents they keep adding. Yeah, I mean, I like the fan theory that, like, maybe it's protected against, you know, conventional mortals, like, learning things that they're not supposed to. But that also falls apart a little bit insofar as, like, people knew Volterus existed, and it's not on the map. I was gonna say people knew Northrend existed, but it's in Northrend, so that was on the map. the globe is Titan tech, yeah, but like there could be a failsafe on it where like if you are not a Titan and you're looking at this globe, the globe only shows what you should know in that way that like Titans know best in a very like paternalistic way, where like they're not going to give you more information than you already have because just keeping you with the information you have keeps you in line. Like basically what I'm saying is the globe displays different things depending on who's looking at it.
Well, that's not bad.
But I also had the sense that like the globe was not like a physical mundane object, it was like a magical construct because it was like glowing and floating in space. So that makes more sense too. I don't know. But this is what I mean. Like I do like trying to find in-universe explanations rather than just being like, "Oh, the devs in our world suck." I'm like,
not bad.
maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. But it's more fun for me to try to come up with reasons for stuff in a world than it is fun for me to spend time being mad at devs or pointing out the failures of devs. I guess that kind of like criticism is not fun to me. Although me and Sangvale did come up with like kind of a blend between those two things where we were talking about the issues with Illyria's character and why she's not very entertaining and also how they've kind of written themselves into a corner, which I'm going to move forward slightly in the story because we're playing Genshin Impact, but maybe we can talk about that in a minute. Sorry, Nini Pion, that we are playing Genshin Impact and then 3 of us are just here talking about World of Warcraft, and I know you don't know very much about World of Warcraft.
The Dawn Winery's wines are all unique.
Alright.
The Abyss Order. Enemies of the human race. Even the underground networks rarely come across any information on them. With that said, it was a bit of a hassle, but I managed to dig up a few clues.
Really? That quickly? You really are well connected, Master D-Luke.
Come to think of it, Mr. Big Animo God Barbados, why exactly do you need the help of mere humans?
How do I put it? The Seven, as people now know them, were once known as the Seven Archons. Each Archon presides over their own part of Tevat. That is the role the Archons play. Only in performing this duty can we attain power. But I don't like the idea of ruling Mondstadt, and I don't feel Mondstadt would really like it either.
Go forth and establish a city of freedom without rule. We have not forgotten Barbados' wish for Mondstadt.
Jean, you're such a devotee. Maybe someone got a little too free and is just too lazy to care.
However it may have come to be, I haven't been back to Mondstadt for an extended period of time. Without a doubt, I am now the weakest Archon among the Seven. Aw, you flatter me.
Oh, such a humble god. Is it a blessing or a curse? But we digress. Let's get back to the topic at hand. The common enemy of all mankind. We have tracked the Abyss Mage to the vicinity of the winery.
I cannot stress enough how important it is to not let it escape.
I'm looking at all the details on all of their costumes, and I finished my first, like, embroidery tutorial project yesterday, and it took me all year to work on it. But of course, and part of why I wanted to finish it was just so that I didn't have so many, like, partially finished things surrounding me, even in my hobbies in my life. And I felt like this immediate sense of relief as soon as it was over. But of course now all I'm thinking about is like, what embroidery project should I start next? Like, just making sure that I have the problem again. Anyway, as I'm looking at all the details on their costumes, I'm like, wow, I could pick one costume that I absolutely love and do a multi-year project to like do all of the designs on their outfit in embroidery instead of like different fabrics. So like, for instance, on Jean's pants here, like those diamonds, instead of it being like a print, that could be like embroidery, and that would be super, super cool. But I don't think like Jean would be the one I'd want to do, even though I kind of look like Jean. But I'm gonna have to think about that. Like, who what does New Violette look like? that... I'm gonna go look at his coat. It's so big, though. That would take me a decade if I embroidered his coat. Very tempting, though. Very, very tempting. I should just make the outfit anyway. He just looks fantastic. Or, like, his neck flu-flu. I should make his neck flu-flu and wear that as an accessory. Yes. But you know, if I made a doll would be much more doable. I'm talking about cosplay, but a doll would definitely be a lot doable. Or embroidering like a 2D picture, that could be pretty too. I don't know. I'd have to think about texture on that though. Like what I just used to. Ooh, look at the pretty butterfly. Yeah. All right, let us. Do we follow it? Oh, we catch it. Okay, I got it. All right, I was listening, but I still wanna. I was also slightly distracted. Let us head to the next quest location. You know what else I could do in embroidery in 2D that might be really pretty? If I did, 2D embroidery versions of, World of Warcraft tarot cards. Does Genshin Impact have a tarot deck? Because I feel like this game would make a phenomenal tarot deck. Songville says she's remembering that time in Ardenweald when she found a beautiful clickable butterfly and clicked on it, and her character ate it. Which, for one thing, no, it was such a pretty butterfly. But for another thing, now we wait with bated breath. What is the other thing? Why would you just pick up a butterfly the size of your face and put it in your mouth? I don't know, Songville. Why'd you do the knife quest for the obviously possessed evil knife? Maybe someone offered you pants. And you were like, wow, I really want those pants. They have TGC in game that they've made in real life. Let me check on I mean, send me pictures of the TGC, because like that could be beautiful too. I'm just ignoring these and following. Oh, is it a boss? Maybe I shouldn't be ignoring it. Oh, there's multiple of these that I have to find. So here's the other one. Okay, fine, I'll destroy you. Admittedly, I probably, ideally, would, oh, she left. Keith has pointed out that a troll absolutely would randomly eat a butterfly, but Songville was, as always, playing Blood Elf. Did you look more into whether or not Haranir looked like they could be reasonably customized as a Blood Elf for a Blood Elf Druid surrogate? Thinking about that beautiful cinematic that introduced the Blood Elves, and she's like petting the mono worm and then just drains it. My goal here is to explode them while I am not nearby. I have succeeded. Now can I do the jumping puzzle? I almost failed, but it's okay because I didn't. Songville says she has not yet tried Haranir. She's not sure if she should play with the dressing room or hold out for launch. Fair. I think I was offered Midnight Beta, but I have decided to wait for launch. I don't know, maybe as a streamer I should be doing Midnight Beta, but...
A reward on the road.
I'm not totally sure how to address this situation. Oh, I could freeze him.
Freeze!
Let's do that.
Oh, so sorry.
I figured out how to address the situation. The answer is
Cool it!
ice.
Steady as stone. No one escapes my sight.
Dodge this!
Alright, we have achieved something. Was that what I was supposed to do? I think so. I think that was just the boss, and we have to kill all the other ones, though. Let's see. Songvale says, if she found out that she could have a Haranir Blood Elf Druid and consider it good enough, you could potentially start leveling a Druid now for a race change later. What did you use your Midnight Boost on? Did you use it on Veil Warden? I ran right into that.
I must leave no
Dark
stone
Fallen
unturned.
Dark Fallen Paladin. Ah, yeah, that sounds great.
Someone needs assistance.
You know what we need to do roleplay about? I still want the reforgers. I find the concept very compelling and probably personally relevant to me as well. The same with it, like Kintsugi, like things being repaired but being better than they were before, rather than like less than they were before.
Leave it all to me.
What I need in my life. I'm gonna focus on killing you because I think you're healing.
I'll catch up.
I've gotten several text messages, so when this combat is over, I will need to take a look. Do I want to check character levels? Are you communicating the fact that I seem weirdly weak?
What's this? After the Abyss Mage was defeated, a certain energy dispersed from its body. It seems that energy was being used to cut off the connection between me and Dvalin. Huh. Do you know of Storm Terror's lair?
Yeah, I feel like people were talking about
Of course. I believe the people of Mondstadt all know of it. After Dvalin woke up, he took the ancient ruins as his lair. As it was with the storms that previously cut Mondstadt off from the outside world, the entrance to the ruins is also sealed by a special barrier. But now, as the energy dispersed from the Abyss Mage, I was able to read the rhythmic flow of how the barrier's magic was woven. I must admit, it sounds even more horrendous than a chorus of hilly churls. But it should be enough to let us break through the storm barrier and reach Storm Terror's lair.
Which means we're going to confront Dvalin? I'm fine with that. Jean is the one who wishes to avoid any direct confrontation.
No. When there are no other options left, it is my responsibility to alter our course of action. If slaying him is our only choice, I will gladly become the knight that leads the charge.
Fortunately, we have yet to need to go that far.
By that, you mean...
I mean that the Holy Liar is not our trump card. Our real trump card? The Traveler, of course.
The Traveler?
Correct. But you have a much more precious forte. The impurities in the tears and the curse that binds Dvalin belong to the same maleficent power. Which means...
You tone-deaf bard! Don't you see how crazy this is? You've seen what Devon is like when he's ticked off. She'll be swallowed whole before she even gets to lift a finger.
I'm pretty sure the voice line there was she. I guess I assumed that the canon version, if there was one, was that the Traveler was the brother. Is it canon that the Traveler is the sister? Interesting. Okay, so the sister is trying to find or locate or save the brother. Oh, okay. Well, maybe it was just a voice acting error then. I agree, Songvale. It certainly is an opportunity for a philosophical discussion. Although, I also like, Nini Pion just saying, yep, it's definitely always better. Discussion over.
Hey. Nice plan. Worth a shot.
I am with you, Honorary Knight.
Oh, so we just need to fight monsters from the abyss and a dragon. No pressure or anything.
Humans aren't without their strengths. Let's go.
And so, epic actions of brave heroes finally leads to this 11th hour.
Is this the end of Mondstadt? I am in a chat, which I guess Songvale also is, and somebody's talking about a book series and being very cryptic about it. And part of me is wondering if it's a duology that I read a couple of years ago. Nini Pion says Mondstadt ends after dealing with Dvalin, I think. It's pretty short because it's just the intro to the game. Gosh, all these typos. It is alright, I still understand you. Wow, we're actually going to finish Mondstadt, and I think I finally will feel like I have played Genshin Impact if we are on Second Land. I am very excited. Okay, that doesn't seem to have cleared it. Okay, I don't even know what it was trying to tell me. Derp, derp, derp. Wow. I would love to know, like, what was the process for designing the world for this game? Like, did they do a bunch of concept art and then they just made sure to, like, have all these vistas? Or did they not have tons and tons of plans, but, like, the 3D artists were told, like, don't just make a world, like, make vignette in images? I was stepping into there, but I mean, like, storyline-wise, like, I will be starting to move through continents, and that will make me feel like I can't— oh my god.
As a dutiful maid would, I must leave no stone unturned.
Windblade!
steady as stone.
Freeze! Don't push your luck. Dodge this.
Leave it all to me.
There definitely is advantages to the shield where I can just stand and fight these dudes. Also in swapping characters, just like you said, Ninipyon. Ninipyon says, yes, because we're looking for our sibling, and after Venti is like, I know nothing. We go on a quest to ask the other gods. So it's Liu next. Cool. Well, shout out to him for knowing nothing. You know nothing. You know nothing. Ninipyon says, but we also know that he knows more than he's let on, so... Yeah, I admit I don't think I really feel like I trust him very much. Oh, right, we were gonna check character levels. Now that things are starting to get orange or yellow, I feel like we probably should pay attention to that, so we're gonna go do that. Alright. Party setup? Character. I think it's character. Send. Unlock new talent. Okay. Oh hey, we can get to 40 now. Why can I not just... Great. Okay. Let's ascend everyone.
Yeah.
Oh. We can't ascend everyone. We don't have enough materials. That's my bad. Alright. Well, we'll keep going. Hopefully we will become good.
Wind blade.
At the very least, I feel like we're knocking them down far more and not actually having to deal with most of what they're doing or why.
Go, go, Baron Bunny! No escape! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Don't get frostbite.
This is probably our
Wind blade.
best way to do big damage now, since he's so much higher than everyone else.
Is this an answer from this world?
Alright, what are we thinking? Should I do Storm Terror's lair or just leave, even though we are making significant progress. Nanny Peon wants me just to leave. So sad. It's your turn to, Indipon insists, no, she meant do it. Which is fair. I'm always playing this game with Songvale. Songvale does not like it. So I have to stop doing it to Songvale, but now I can do it to you! Excellent. Excellent. Pine cone. Pick that up. Lots of enemies to fight. Bye, dude. Thank you for your sacrifice, Nanny Peon, for Songvale. Songvale's delighted for.
Is this an answer from this world?
Only if the answer that you seek is experience in life. Shoulder. Ninny Pion is thinking of the shoulder. Wow. Soldier shielding the kid. Meme. Yeah, that's fair. You are protecting Songvale from my sense of humor.
Steady as stone.
I went and saw the new Avatar movie, and the military villain, the Quaritch, by far had all of the funniest lines. Like, I think that actor was having an immense amount of fun this time, because he just, like, did not give, like, the character just did not give a damn most of the time, and it was super, super funny. My aunt is texting me. She first wanted to know why her feeds start showing her things that she's been thinking about but has not yet web searched, and so I told her that, like, algorithms are just getting very good at predicting our behavior now, which is crazy. As I've gotten less and less into, like, being in online spaces, she's gotten really, really into it. So that's crazy. But then the conversation was about that, and then all of a sudden she's just like, do you like shrimp?
It's a storm barrier. It looks so dangerous.
Leave it to me. Although this wooden lyre is all I have.
I hope what she was thinking about was Shrimp Jesus, that AI image, and then it just started showing it to her. That would be funny. I'm sure the two topics are not actually related, but...
I don't need the lyre to break through this kind of storm barrier. Wait. What is that?
Wind.
You.
Enemy attack! Prepare yourselves!
The stage will will need to be cleared before I can begin my performance. Generally speaking, such chores are not the concerns of the performer himself.
Wait, what's going on? There shouldn't be any hilly trail camps in the vicinity of Storm Terror's lair.
Was there a healer? Am I ignoring a healer? I think there was.
I'll catch up.
Oh, no, they're not even part of the combat. Okay. Well, we're just gonna... We're just gonna handle this dude. And then...
Bet you can't keep up with me. Go, bear it, buddy.
I don't know who he thought he was charging there, but good for him. Alright. Well, that was much easier than it probably needed to be. Because these ones didn't pull for some reason. Here, you play with this one. I'm going to repeatedly shoot this man in the face. The other one. Slowly getting under cover, huh? Nice. Alright.
The
I
hilly trails
think
usually
they
do
were
not
trying,
venture into areas with
but they
high
were not good at
elemental
attacking me.
concentrations. It puts a heavy burden on their bodies.
The Abyss Order must be manipulating them behind the scenes, yet they shouldn't have been able to determine that we would come. They're presumably spreading their forces to halt our plans.
Without further ado, I suppose I can play faster if my only audience is the wind.
It actually opened. You're not entirely useless, Tone Deaf Bard.
Yeah,
This
well,
is it.
you are.
We are now entering Storm Terror's lair. Watch yourselves. Let's move.
If only this game allowed mods so that we could remove Paimon. More Paimon for you, Ninipyon. You can have Paimon, and I will have New Violet. Can I replace Paimon with New Violet? Please? That's not a fair trade.
Looks like this is the front gate to Storm Terror's lair. The gate is enormous compared to us. But still, Paimon wonders how Devon gets in there with a body that huge.
Magic.
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
Oh. You do have a point.
I'm glad that Ninipyon has seen what the rest of us already knew. Honestly, I think it's a couple of things. One is just her voice is very high-pitched for me. But two, she's like rude, but hasn't done anything. I am all for an arrogant character who comes off as arrogant and then you realize like they can back every single word of it up. I love Seto Kaiba. Like, I'm one of those people. But she is rude and does nothing. And that's just annoying. She is not Illidan Stormrage. You might be the god of space, that's fair. But just because someone's a god doesn't mean that I love them.
It's stuck.
It's stuck.
Thank you, Venti. Good job.
Hey, check out that roof. Is there a giant hole in it?
I suppose we could make use of that wind current.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Maybe Paimon is all the gods.
Do you think there will be abyss mages hiding in the ruins? Either way, if we do run into one, we will let the victorious Master Diluc do the...
Oh.
Do not underestimate them just because I have beaten one of them before. I'm not boasting. I'm simply saying there is more to the Abyss Order than a few mages.
Correct. That's why I tagged along after all. Well, that and also for your safety. Why am I so diligent? Too diligent for a poet, in fact.
So says the person that made zero effort to search for the dragon tears and drink in the tavern all day. Paimon doesn't get it. What part of you is remotely diligent?
I admit I'm not wild about Venti either, but he's okay. I am not a big fan of people who drink. Unless it's blood. That's a pass for one of Songville's roleplay characters who is a vampire. I understand that he needs to drink blood specifically. Oh. Okay, that was bad. Alright. That was not good, guys. We just straight up died. Yes. That Illidan Stormrage. Absolutely perished. Okay, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons right now. Need my bag. I feel like last time I was here was when I had the conversation about the mess TBC writing was. I'll let that go. Okay, but this is a great lead-in to the conversation that Songvale and I had about why Illyria is annoying and Songvale. Songvale's great. Why Illyria is annoying and Illidan is very entertaining. But he's entertaining in a way in which, like, you love watching him do something cool, and you also really love watching him get punched in the mouth. Not that that happens very often, because he's very competent, but, like, part of the difference is, I don't even know where to start, because it was a long conversation, but part of the difference is, A, that he gets things done, whereas Illyria doesn't always get things done, but also, he is incredibly confident, whereas you see Illyria, like, debating. She doesn't come off as being sure of herself or, like, in control of every moment, but he is, so he's a much more fun power fantasy character. But also, like, when he does stuff, he is, in fact, the only one who would ever even think to do that, much less succeed at it. Whereas when she does stuff, she says that, like, it has to be me. But also, there is a huge amount of other characters generally attempting to do the same thing, many of which remain nameless because they are just random background individuals. So she just seems ridiculous for saying that it has to be her when, like, it has to be me and hundreds of other nameless other people. And that's why I had to, like, forego all of my responsibilities to everything. It just doesn't make sense. Whereas Illidan doesn't necessarily make sense, but everything he does pays off in some meaningful way. What am I here to do? Oh, heal myself because I died. Do I have res? Revives a character. Okay, fried egg. Great. I am confused as to why egg brings us back from the dead, but egg has brought us back from the dead.
Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this.
I just straight up died. No one's lazing around. Yes, I forgot that part. Like, you are not really supposed to be like, oh, I feel bad for Illidan, like, what he's doing makes sense. Like, no, nothing he's doing makes sense. Like, as the viewer, and also all of the other characters around him are like, you are straight up crazy, dude. And he's like, I know, and then just keeps going. Whereas Illyria, there's so many people that are like, oh, but it makes sense. We need to give her time. And it's just not true. I thought he was gonna get yeeted off the side like that, but he got caught. Is there another updraft? There's one.
That's cheating!
Oh my gosh. That's cheating. What's cheating? I don't understand. Songvale continues on. Narrative does not tell you to feel sorry for his angst or support his actions, except during the Zero Quest, which almost everyone hated. Following Illyria has been one very long Zero Quest. Yes. Songvale has all the other important details I forgot. I guess I'm gonna stop trying to jump into the wind because I feel like it's not working out for me. So maybe I'm not supposed to. And we're just gonna walk. Wind walls or barriers. I see. Okay. I guess I thought I was seeing more of these to go up, but I think what's happening is I am, in fact, running into a barrier. Yeah, like I thought I could fly over to that one, but I am wrong. And I understand that now. Oh, they're behind the wall. Okay. Well, we will continue going forward in a conventional way.
Oh, so sorry. Cool it.
Going well.
Dodge this.
Not so hard!
I don't know that you can tell somebody that you're in combat with to stop being so harsh. They're trying to shoot each other, it happens. Not sure why we can't go up the stairs. Very annoying. This place is kind of annoying, I agree. So this is a wall and I can't go up there. What the heck? Okay.
Wow,
I
these
think
will
I touched
come
some
in handy.
spikes. Ooh, another chest. My controller disconnected there for a split second, but it is back. Oh, my controller's gone again. Is the battery dying? Hope not. That would be unfortunate if it died. I can't tell either, so that's not good. Let's see. Thought I saw one over there, but then it disappeared. try. Oh, my controller's dead. No! Alright, I'm gonna plug in my controller for just a minute. And also take a quick bathroom break. Not that a 30-second bathroom break will be enough to recharge my controller entirely, but it seems like a good pause point, since I have to break for a second anyway. And then when I come back, we will figure out if... I don't know, I can play with the controller plugged in, maybe? Or... I can't hydration alert. I need to go to the bathroom really bad. Ah! I'll fill up my glass, though, as I'm done. Alright, I will be back. Right, I am back, and I did refill my water, so I'm making good on the hydration alert. You know, I just noticed. I'm looking at a package of candles that I bought. And it says in English, unscented, but then below it, all over the box, it has it, like, in Spanish. So, like, for filled votive candles, I can't pronounce Spanish very well, so I'm gonna try. Velas votivas en recipiente. Fair, okay. And then it says unscented. But then, in Spanish below, it says sin aroma. But to an English speaker, it just reads as sin aroma. So, I have candles that smell like sin, guys. Time for witchcraft. Back. I think my charger is long enough for this to be plugged.
Look, a wind current! It might lead us to the top of the tower.
Is this an answer from this world?
Hey, go Barrett buddy!
I've said so many things, and I was not able to be heard. No, it wasn't. I had it plugged into my USB port that doesn't really work. But now I'm confused because I don't think I changed where it was plugged in while I shared the unscented Cineroma thing, and obviously Songvale heard me. So I'm really not sure what was going on there. Like, did it work a little bit and then stop working? That's fascinating. Yeah, I feel like the USB port must work sometimes, but not always. Alright, we continue on. Anyway, thanks for saying something about the mic not being on, otherwise we would have done the whole storyline. And I would have said nothing. I noticed a chest up here.
Is this an answer from this world?
Oh, we can't advance any further. The ruins seem to be guarded by ancient seals.
Is this the work of Dvalin?
Let's get the fish, guys.
No. These
the
ruins
seals
were
to go
once part
somewhere
of an
else.
ancient city. Dvalin just happens to be nesting in these ruins for now. These ruins even predate the existence of the Four Winds. Mondstadt is a city without a ruler. However, before it was ruled over by a tyrant. Anyway, I'll sing you that story when we have a chance in the future.
The markings on this seal. If my archaeological knowledge is not mistaken, this appears to be a light act.
A light actuator.
If we retrieve and reintegrate all the parts, we should be able to get it working.
We should be close to completing the ceremony for this actuator. Let's put the last part back and see.
Alright. Are we ready, folks? I assume this will start a boss fight. See what we get here. If trying to move my chat, so that is not an issue. Thank you for the info, Keith. I am hoping that the mic is fixed now that I have plugged it into the other port, and so far my controller does seem to be working, so hopefully we can at least get to 11:30, which is, you know, the end of my 2 hours of stream time, except for the fact that I'm having fun, so maybe I'll keep streaming. I'm not sure. You know, we'll talk about it when the boss fight's over. Get the waypoint. Okay. I have done it.
What are you waiting for? Go unlock the light actuator.
Is that not what that was? I guess it was just a waypoint.
Okay, give it a go. If you don't try, you'll...
Alright, so I'm getting that and putting it in there, I assume. This thing kind of looks like, I almost said Enikion. Paimon. It's kind of constellations behind it. Interesting. Interesting.
Looks like we're right. There are 3 more halos circling the tower.
Which means there are 3 more corresponding light actuators to activate. I can see one from here. The rest must be scattered within the ruins around here. Let's go find them.
Why did Dvalin pick a place filled with puzzles and seals as his lair? Doesn't he get annoyed coming back home?
Dungeon
He
living.
doesn't walk in. He flies in.
You do have a point.
I guess it's home security. If you don't have your home security set up right, then it will
A reward on the
annoy
road.
you also. Alright, so we need to go... Where did the camera show us that one was? I think it's right there. Ooh, there's a chest. They're on my map. Okay. I always forget that like games these days just assume. Okay. I can't fly out. Alright. I always forget that games these days assume you're just gonna look at the map, so like they don't give you real information and like what I think of as quest text. You know, like no one actually explained to you where to go, they just... Were you there? I guess I can't go over there. Well, okay. How do I get out of here? I can't just... Okay.
Hey!
No, this is a wind dragon. It's a water dragon, like... Basically what we would think of as expansions from here is New Violet. If I play, like, 5 hours a week, we probably won't see New Violet until this time next year. Songvale, were you here when we got the letter for his birthday and it mentioned that, like, it almost always rains on his birthday? Which doesn't mean that he was crying every year, but, like, probably was. That was so sad. I guess it was New Violet's birthday, like last week. That is so freaking sad, I agree. That must be rough if you were a dragon and you have to have a human form. The human form is tough if that's not what you're supposed to be. Alright, I am stuck in indecision mode about how the heck to get out of here. I just want to leave. I don't want to do combat. Can I just use the map and teleport? realize that's cheap, but I didn't feel like combat. It didn't work. Oh no, it did work. There was just a very limited loading screen. Okay. Oh, okay. Right. We should probably eat some food. Not in real life. In the game. He made a dragon-looking ladle that he gave us, which is... Can I have... like, are you just gonna leave me with that? Or can I have some information about why he gives us a ladle? To just support our cooking interest? Was he desirous of soup?
Windblade!
Artistic.
I'll race you there. No escape.
It has a name. What? Ladle of the Leisurely Sea Beast. I love it. I love it. 10 out of 10. No notes.
Go, go, Baron Bunny. Leave it all to me.
Nipion says, the item description for Ladle of the Leisurely Sea Beast is a soup ladle gifted to you by New Violette during Lantern Rite. Its creation by his own hand was a product of a spontaneous decision during his spontaneous outing, and thus holds exceptional meaning. However, perhaps because the Eudix was on vacation at the time, this fantastical sea creature-inspired soup ladle gives off a sense of leisure. If this ladle is used to taste various waters, you might perhaps gain insights you would not normally.
Quite the find.
The English translation of the Indonesian name is Ladle of the Super Relaxed Sea Animal. That's incredible. Do you happen to know, does that sound less ridiculous in Indonesian, or do Indonesians just have to live with that's what it's called? The Super Relaxed Sea Animal. I love that. I'm gonna call my ladle that.
Is this an answer from this world?
Alright, I've gotten distracted and I no longer... There it is. Okay. Do I... Full time. Should I get these two chests by fighting stuff, or focus on the goal, which is over there? Are we focused, or are we farming? Ninny Pion's vote is dots. Songbell says focus on reaching New Violette. You got it. Let's go. Honestly, I should get the chess on in terms of like focus on reaching New Violette, because the thing that's been holding us back is that my adventure level is not high enough to keep going in the linear story. So maybe actually the fastest way to get to him is in fact to pull all the stuff rather than skipping it. So I guess.
Yeah! Hey! I'll race you there!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Steady as stone. As a dutiful maid would.
Oh, hers is like I activate it, but then I actually get to keep attacking with it for a little while. Okay, that's good to know. That like it's not a one-hit move.
Cool it. This moment will be frozen in time.
Song, yeah. I appreciate also that Songvale totally gets the New Violette join. Apologies to Keith if you have no idea what we're talking about. He is a character who's effectively like a judge several more content patches in. And he is very like well put together, very proper, very calm, and voice acted by the same person who did the voice for Sire Denathrius in Shadowlands. So we are very pro New Violette here. I love the voice work on Denathrius. We're all excited for New Violette to be the content that I want.
What's the hurry? Dodge this.
Also, just so you are aware, Keith, tomorrow is WoW's Day, so it will be WoW tomorrow.
Freeze.
And I
Dodge
will,
this.
I realize it's Christmas Eve, so perhaps you are busy, but it will be gameplay that perhaps, and lore that perhaps is more interesting to you, although obviously there is no reason that we can't discuss WoW on Genshin Day, which is what we ended up doing for a lot of today anyway.
Someone needs assistance.
I like how Paimon's like understanding of like, oh, the most relevant and compelling part of you being the thing before we had gods of the water power basically must mean that you're good at swimming. Yes, that is the most consequential piece of that.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Alright, we got a chest. And his VA thought he fights with his cane, so all other languages we have this soft with huas and has. And then in English, New VA is like, hua! But actually, he is a spellcaster, if I recall. Keith says, I will see, me being busy will depend on when people get here, and since it is over 19 hours here right now, I might only catch the start. That's fine. That makes sense. I totally get that. I'm hoping that I will start more so in the morning. I do feel like, for whatever reason, my streams tend to be more successful in the morning. Like, being in the... Oh gosh. What is that? Oh gosh. Time to leave. I don't know what's going on there, but we're gonna not be involved with it. He is a spellcaster, yes, and don't
Bet you
forget how he
can't keep
sends
up
us
with
to
me.
prison. Typical Denathrius behavior, just sending people to them. Alright, I have lost my sense of direction again. I think, oh, there it is, okay. I'm not terribly interested in being in prison, so hopefully I will prove myself in Uvulette, and then I will not have to go back to prison. Ginny Pion says we need to go to prison for a mission, so he comes with an excuse to send you there, and the excuse is that we ate a cake that he gifted us without permission because it belonged to Fury. Imagine being in prison, and you need to, like, seem tough so other people won't pick on you, and they're like, what are you in for? And you're like, I ate a cake. They're like, what? They're like, I ate a cake. Or you're like, I ate a cake. I feel like that either would make you immediately a legendary god, or would result in you being pounded into the ground immediately. Oh, I see what you mean. Not only are they on the map, but, like, they are showing me out in the world what direction to go to, which is convenient. I think, was that part of, like, the cutscene compilation that you sent me, Nini Pion? Because I feel like that sounds familiar. And I can't imagine that that happens in a lot of other stories that I've read or consumed. I could be wrong. Oh, I'm almost dead. Okay, well, we're gonna heal real quick. What? So I noticed there's frowny faces here. Am I supposed to be eating, like, just because characters enjoy eating? Oh, frowny face for helpful day. Okay, I see.
I'll race you there.
So, like, they're, like, just kind of blank expressions right now means that they could eat a lot more? Okay, but it prevents you from basically, like, spamming during boss fights or whatever. Like, you have to not just eat a bunch of food, you do have to be competent. That makes sense to me, actually. Oh, I'm getting hit. I'm getting hit.
Not so hard.
Steady as stone.
Disappear!
Well, that was rude. He dodged my stuff.
Get him. No one escapes my sights.
Oh, so sorry. Freeze! Ah! Ah!
Inipon says she feels like she missed a big chunk of the stream because she started reminiscing about New Violet. That's okay. I feel like I was here and I somehow still have missed part of the stream. I think it's because I had to, like, take a couple of messages, and I did that when you guys had cutscene to watch, but that means that I'm not sure I caught all of the lore that was shared during the cutscene. Oops, so I might have to go look up a little bit of storyline info slightly later. Mini Peon says, each step closer we get, we gotta do something else to advance. Why can I not shoot down? My goodness. Thank you.
I'll keep this close.
Alright. Gotta stay focused. I mean, in fairness, that wasn't not focus. As I said before, I realized that skipping everything is probably why I've had these really long pauses between when I can do story content, because I haven't done the opportunities to gain experience. I feel like there just was one telling me to go that way, but I guess... What do you want me to do? Use this, maybe? Maybe I'm supposed to use this. What do you want me to do? Don't understand. Oh, great. Figured out what you wanted me to do. Understood. Okay. Now I have to find somewhere to bring this. Oh. Do all three go here? I'm betting yes, because only 1/3 of this is... There. Okay, yes. So I do have to find another piece. I see. So each one of these is 3 pieces. It's not one piece. Bye, Keith. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate the farewell also. Hope you have a good night. And happy holidays if we don't see you tomorrow. Christmas in specific, I guess. Alright, here is our 3rd part. Oh wow, it is now 11:35. Alright, we got 1 seal.
Wow, this light actuating ceremony does work magic! It looks like one of the 3 halos above has now become solid ground! Let's start looking for the next puzzle!
Going all the way up. So that we can glide closer to the next one. I see a thing to collect. We must run away. We must escape. We must go. Yeah, my throat hurts, but I think my voice is normal now, so. Alright, I see 1, 2, 3. Where's the thing that we're gonna turn them into? Guess we will figure that out here shortly.
Go, go, Baron Buddy!
Ah!
No escape!
This is annoying.
I'll
give
race you
him
there.
that. This strategy is very annoying.
You'll pay for that! Leave it all to me as a good night show.
It feels a lot better than it did. Like, I feel like there is still kind of a... I don't feel nearly as congested, I think is what I would say. I feel like I have slightly more, like, scratchy pain, but I'm a lot less congested, and I probably should have sat with the heating pad on my back yesterday. It occurs to me now. That would have been a good choice.
Dodge this! Wind blade! Yeah! Cool it!
I wonder... Oh, okay. Didn't realize you were up there.
You'll pay for that! Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Alright.
Wow! These will come in handy!
I haven't figured out where to turn these in, though. Are these guys powering that... that wind around there? Because I can't break in. Running away? That's rude. Looking towards the fields. I don't think so. I need this piece, but this has a shield around it. So I feel like since it's wind, maybe it's one of those wind slimes that's creating the thing. Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right. It is over there. Okay. This is what in hardcore is called a safe spot, where apparently they cannot hit me. Oh yeah, jumping down into it is probably the play. Thank you. Delicious slime condensate. I think we'll have to smash through here. See if I can carry more than one at a time. Oh. I see.
Steady as stone.
Or I could try using wind on it. Maybe that will work. If we can't fall into it, we'll try wind attacking it, considering I broke this one out of rocks by using rock moves on it. I got my rock moves. Although this does seem set up to let me fall into it. Great. I need to appreciate that this game has more puzzles and less brute force technique. I'm gonna go up so that I can hopefully collect the little dude I just saw floating there. Alright, this is not gonna be up enough. But hopefully I can just climb. Perfect.
It seems 2 of the halos have become solid ground. 1 more and the seals at the top of the tower will be broken.
Poor seals. We didn't even offer them any fish. Where did the guy go? Oh, there he is. Oh, this is one of the ones that follow somewhere. Okay. Fair enough.
A reward on the road.
Alright, we've got 1 more to go. Uh-oh. Getting caught in the tornado. I genuinely feel like we have made such significant progress this time.
Freeze!
The game, and I am very excited about that.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Alright, that was rude. It knew it was gonna lose, so it exploded at the end.
Quite
Very
the
rude.
find.
Very rude. I see another little she dude. Was it she? What are the fairies called? I remember they had a name that reminded me of folklore, but I don't know if it was she. I've achieved something. Wow, this one has no puzzle. It is just tournament. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, fair enough.
No one escapes my sight. Get him!
Having a hard time understanding where the walls are. That has proven to be a significant issue.
Dodge this! Freeze!
I'm not sure if that's a direction to do so, or if you're telling me that's what I'm doing wrong. I'm pretty sure it's what I'm doing wrong because they were doing damage to me. That one? Yeah, okay.
Wind blade!
Oh, there's a time limit. That's not good.
Cool it!
It failed. Alright. Well, I guess we will... It's the waypoint. There it is. Alright, now that we have cool triangle friends, let's attempt the thing again.
Hey! Go, go, Baron Bunny!
That was rude. I expected that to kill this one, but it did not. Oops, that's not what I wanted.
Don't get frostbite. Freeze! Cool it!
Trying to blow through his shield here.
No escape!
I realize that fire is probably not the most effective thing.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Dodge this!
As a dutiful maid would.
This should help. Alright, we're cutting through him this time.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Alright, we have seconds left here.
Cool it!
Oh, we are so close.
Freeze!
Oh my goodness. Right at the last second again. We got it. Alright. Whew.
It's done! Paimon thinks we should venture onward from here.
Alright. Going back to the top of the tower. I guess we can use the waypoint, can't we? Uh-oh, the controller's starting to die again.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done.
No. Yeah, the barriers. I was just having a hard time seeing, like, where there was one.
Hopefully, this song will be sung for years to come by the people of Mondstadt, just like the legend of Vanessa.
I have loved that song since I was small. How are you feeling today, Honorary Knight? I am completely prepared and fully confident that we can do this.
That sounded genuinely kind of sarcastic to me.
Even Master D. Luke accompanied us to the very end. Despite only being an accidentally involved bystander.
You shared your secret with me, and I only returned your trust to the same extent.
It's freedom.
Freedom?
When you first arrived at Mondstadt, did no one tell you that Mondstadt is the city of freedom? She really is a child of freedom. Mondstadt is a romantic city without the reign of a king, and its citizens enjoy the most freedom amongst the 7 nations. I hope the dragon that once protected Mondstadt will soon be free too. No one should have deceived him by telling him that Mondstadt betrayed him. And no one should have told him that it was his eternal duty to protect the city. He has the right and freedom to choose his own way of life.
Venti?
Well then, traveler, may the thousands of years of wind that have blown through Mondstadt go with you. Just like the last time, I shall channel animal energy for you.
Oh, no wonder you said his voice sounds familiar.
Alright. Woohoo, 19! Alright. So unfortunately, because the controller is dead, I think I might leave us here. And we will pick up on a big boss fight and finale for Mondstadt, which I assume is the finale. And then we're gonna go fight Storm Terror for this quest. But this might be the end for today. All good? Alright, well, I need to decide very shortly here if I am going to tell my performance job they wanted me to pick up a shift today. I don't know if I mentioned, but I said that my voice sounded really bad and I was sick, so I could not. But maybe I will now. But I have to care about the noodles too. I will figure out this rumination later. Thank you, Ninny Pion, for saying fun stream. Certainly the people who chat are part of what makes it a good time. Thank you for the encouragement and the assistance. And let's see, what should I tell y'all? I will plan on being back tomorrow for Wowens Day. Most likely it will be Jade Forest unless something else comes to mind. The pay, admittedly, I did buy a Switch 2 recently, so refilling my bank account is great. But part of it is also just that it's a Christmas themed thing, and I'm not getting to do tons and tons that are Christmas themed, and also I didn't really say goodbye to anybody because the last time I was there, I still had 3 more scheduled days, and all 3 of them, one of them they said they ended up not needing me, so they told me not to come in, and then the other 2 days it was canceled due to a weather issue, so I didn't actually get like a last day where I like said goodbye to people. So I kind of want to go just to say goodbye to people that I liked for this year. But yeah. Big thoughts. So, all right. Well, yes, hello non-chat viewers, 2 of you that are out there. And I will see you all maybe for Wowens Day tomorrow or another game in the future. I have not yet got the screen protectors for my Switch 2, so I haven't set that up yet to stream. I did play some Pokemon ZA by myself yesterday. I got really annoyed with the combat, but I'd like to try it again. I would like to continue progressing in that story as well. We're finishing Echoes of Wisdom, which wasn't on my list for winter break, but I could work on it. Songvale said, how long is the shift? They asked me to come in from 2 to 8:30. So 6.5 hours. Alright. I'm gonna get off stream, but I will continue socializing with y'all in the text forms that I connect with each of you on. Thanks for hanging out, and have a good rest of your day if this is the end of our conversation for now. Goodbye, everybody! I'm waving once again, but you can't see. Oh, I love the croissant emojis. That's fantastic. And apparently the fox is hungry, and I don't know why. How do we feed you? I don't know.